Welcome, collective. Thank you guys very much for joining me today. Let's go ahead and get started with your tarot read today, guys. I know we had kind of the day off there yesterday. The insurance guys came. If you have been watching for a while, you know this summer we had a tree fall on our roof. So they didn't touch the hole in the roof or the patch that's still there. That's still kind of leaking. Instead, they sort of dealt with some of the damage that had been done on the inside. So we're missing the floor in 2 rooms in our house, and we have chunks of drywall missing. So it hasn't gotten completely fixed. It's kind of like the next stage in the saga of going through the process. So there'll be another probably day or two somewhere along the way where we miss out a little bit, just because we're still dealing with that, just so you guys have the heads up there too. All right, so we're starting with numbers. The numbers and the letters were calling to me today, so we'll see which ones come forward, and you guys know the drill. If these sort of ring a bell for you, or if they resonate, it might mean that this is going to be a little bit more of a personal read for you. The first one that popped up was 28. We have 14, 31, 8, 11, and we'll grab a few more here. I keep getting told to look at that 11. So I don't know if it's sort of more representative of like 1111, if that has meaning to somebody, if somebody's been seeing that a lot, or if it sort of resonates with them. We have the number 6 as well. And 20 popped forward. And I'm getting told to keep going, keep going. So what else is going to come out here that you guys need to see? The number 10, 3. We have 23. Oh, the first month popped up here. So we have April and 17, and I am getting told to stop. So that's where we got to stop with those guys today. We'll move on to the letters, and we'll see what comes forward for us with these letters. What's going to resonate with the collective today? We have the letter D pop forward. Let's see. Can you give me a few more here? What's going to resonate? What is going to resonate? What does the collective need to hear? These guys. Ooh, and you wanted to come to. Okay. And then we have the letter C, N, V, P, U, and I'm getting that number 1. So one more. And S was the last one that popped out. And I am getting told to stop. So if any of that has a deeper meaning for you, this might be a little bit more of a personal read. We're gonna grab a few of these guys, a few of the tea leaf cards. I got them in a little bucket because there's so many of them. I can't shuffle them without half of them winding up on the floor. So we'll grab a few and see what comes forward. So we have, it's funny, we have dog barking, advice from a friend. I gotta tell you, I already recognize 2 of these cards from the last time we used these reads, and I shuffled the crap out of these. I pulled them all out, I flipped them all around, I stirred the shit out of them. So I think it's interesting that we're getting some of the same message coming back a second time. I don't know if it got heard a second time or if it didn't get dealt with. So that dog barking is advice from a friend, and we also have bat, take care, enemies are working against you. So somebody is causing trouble. For the collective, we have harp, which represents great happiness, and chair filled. Somebody new is entering your life. Interesting. So I am getting told to stop with these guys. Usually we pull a lot more than that because I just sort of grab. I just felt like we only needed a few today, and my guides are actually telling me to stop. I'm going to set that guy out of the way so it's not in my way. And we are going to grab a tarot deck for this read because I want to find out more about what these cards mean, what's going on with you, somebody new coming into your life. Seems like it has the potential for great happiness. And then I want to know what this bat is. This enemy's working against you. This is somebody sort of completely outside the situation. And I'm going to say it, guys. Or could this be this advice from a friend? Maybe it's not a friend. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe somebody's a little bit jealous. So I want to know what's going on. What tarot deck? I'll ask my guides what tarot deck belongs to your read today. Ooh, that's the one. That's the one I'm getting pulled to. Okay. So, Spirit, can you please clarify this message for the collective? 6 of Pentacles. Oh, I get a hinky feeling off of the 6 of Pentacles. This ties into your dog barking advice from a friend, something that somebody's telling you. But I see that figure that rises above the children, and I just keep getting this distinct impression that whatever somebody's telling you is something that's going to bring benefit to them and not to you. So you need to use caution in taking advice from others during this time. The King of Pentacles. Whoever is coming into your life, I think they're very attractive. They're a very attractive option to more than just you. I feel like this is somebody who lots of people would be attracted to. This is somebody who has lots of good qualities in their own right that makes them attractive or attracts the attention of others. So somebody else is noticing this person too. I feel like they're trying to chase you off of this person. Whoever this is trying to chase you off of this person. Strength and Lovers. So I do see decisions that need to be made in relationships, but this is not just one relationship. I gotta tell you, this card is not speaking to one thing. It's not speaking just to friendship. It's not speaking just to romance. You're gonna have some things you gotta deal with. You're going to have some, I think, multiple choices to make. I think choices with whoever this new person is who enters your life. And probably choices in dealing with this bat person. And I keep feeling like it ties into the dog barking. Because when I look at bat, it's like my eyes get forced over to that dog barking card, which is the advice from a friend. It's like, this is, I don't know. And it's not that this friend is evil. It's not this friend is like really always been out to screw you or something. But I feel like this person's jealousy is coming out. And they would very much like to have whatever this is for themselves. So, I'm going to grab a few more. I want a few more here, please. Tarot, can you please bring me some more clarification? Four of Wands, Ace of Cups. Now, I got to tell you too. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. So, this friend has a history of heartbreak. This friend has a history of romantic relationships not working out for whatever reason, which might be part of the jealousy coming forward and seeing somebody close to them, finding something that can bring great happiness. Is they're sort of wanting it for themselves. And even in this harp card, this great happiness, I see a huge part of this card is perception. Okay, so this is not necessarily predicting a future with whoever new is coming into your life, saying you'll get married, have babies, get rich, live happily ever after kind of thing. What I see is that this other party, this person who's close to you, this friend, whoever this is, perceives that this could be a possible outcome. And this is an outcome that they crave for themselves. They crave that 10 of Cups, that happily ever after for themselves. So they perceive that whoever this new person is who's showing up, and I do feel like the King of Pentacles is speaking to this new energy, that's what they see this being the potential of. And they want this, like I said, they want it for themselves, because I think this person, this friend, this whoever this is who's close to you, has a history of sort of having their heart broken or having relationships go to crap. So you really can't blame them for wanting to be happy. But the problem is when you start being nasty or backstabby or lying to try and take away somebody else's potential happiness to gain it for yourself. Like, obviously that's a very cruel thing to be doing. I keep feeling like there's just more to this. 10 of Cups. Yeah, they want that 10 of Cups. That's they're going to go after this. They're going to like aggressively go after this. I keep feeling more behind this King of Pentacles. A lot of times I can feel the energy kind of behind the card and the person that it represents, and I can feel, if there's good things there's bad things there. There's something there that's like slowly coming to the surface the farther we get in this read. And the farther we get into this read about who that person is. And it's like something that, it was being hidden from me as soon as I pulled the card. I just knew that they were somebody who others would be attracted to. But I keep feeling like there's something else under the surface there. So I keep asking my guides, bring the energy forward, bring it forward so I can tell the collective what's going on. The Fool card. I gotta tell you too, someone new entering your life. I I have these cards here. I gotta tell you, I have the cards that probably other readers would tell you this is like soulmate material. This is happily ever after material. The Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Lover's card, all these great cards here. Especially with that harp, great happiness. I don't feel longevity with that King of Pentacles. No matter how I try to reach out to that energy, I don't see prolonged future here. So I don't know what's going on behind the scenes with who this person is. I don't feel a long future with them, with you. Regardless of what this other friend does, I gotta tell you, I just don't feel like long-term relationship in that cards. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. I keep feeling too something about like dodging a bullet or better off. Because I kept feeling the friend wanting this and the friend coveting this person and thinking this was going to be the Ten of Cups. And I keep having this distinct impression that if this friend gets what they want, it's like, be careful what you wish for. Because this person isn't quite, I don't want to say they're not quite what they seem, but I just don't feel long-term commitment with that King of Pentacles. I don't feel it going in a relationship towards you. I also don't feel like massive heartbreak and tears and whatever. So I don't feel like it ever really gets to the point where there's some sort of deep connection. Like, I don't feel like you guys just fit or you guys have so much in common. I just don't feel like there's that kind of connection there. Like, this is a really good match. And certainly not a good match with the friend either. I think the friend is looking at it with a skewed view. Guys, I keep getting that, like, be careful what you wish for, be careful what you wish for. And the Queen of Swords is where I feel your energy. And in her, I feel somebody who looks at truth, values truth, honesty, and integrity. And you look at the world looking for truth. You don't want to be lied to. You don't want to be taken advantage of. You don't want sneaky crap. You want somebody who will just say what they mean and mean what they say, right? I don't know. He just feels really casual to me. And he might just be somebody who's not at a place in his life where he wants to have long-term connection, that King of Pentacles energy, because I just don't feel that. I don't feel commitment. I don't feel looking for the future. I feel very casual. Very casual. And so, like, this is not where I feel your energy is. Because I feel even in the Queen of Swords, and Swords doesn't always represent this, it's usually Pentacles that speaks to sort of earthy stability, sort of building energy. But I feel that in your energy here in the cards. You want somebody who you can build with for the future. That's what you're looking for. That's what you're wanting to receive and wanting to have come into your life. That's kind of the partnership that you're looking for. Is something that you can build for the future and build stability on. So I think you're already sort of looking at this person, this King of Pentacles, when they come forward, sort of like, okay, I'm ready to get to know you. I'm open to get to know you, and let's see what you're about. And I think inevitably this would be a truth that you would come to with this person. That this is not somebody who's just at a place in their life where they want long-term commitment. They kind of like keeping things casual. That's kind of where they're at. And that's why I didn't feel heartache with it. It was kind of like, okay, this person's sort of not where I'm at. And that's okay. It just means this is not my person. And something you would be okay with stepping away from. I keep feeling like this friend is just, because they're looking at shit through a completely different filter than you are. They're looking at, they've had heartbreak after heartbreak. They absolutely desire having a Ten of Cups in their life, having a happily ever after situation. They see somebody who I feel like this King of Pentacles is somebody who's probably very physically attractive. And has a lot of very attractive qualities that lots of people would go chasing to have this person as a partner. And so they're already in their mind imagining a Ten of Cups scenario with this person. They're imagining, see, it's that harp, that great happiness. I kept feeling like it was perspective. It was in the mind. It's like they're coming up with this all on their own. So instead of taking this approach like you're taking, where you're like, let's see what comes forward. I'll allow people the chance to show me what they're all about. And then I can decide for myself if that matches with what I'm looking for in life. And if it does, then I will keep building towards it. If it doesn't, I will release it because it's not what's meant for me. You know, instead of looking at it like that, which is absolutely going to get you what you want in a relationship and help you find the right person by not wasting time trying to like smash pegs and make something fit that isn't meant to be, right? So that's the right attitude to take. That's what's going to get you what you want and help you to find what you're looking for. This person's smashing pegs. This person's got this whole imagination thing going on, and they're willing to sacrifice a friendship to try and go after this. Like, this is how bad this person is hurting for a 10 of Cups. So like I said, I'd be cautious about whatever advice they throw at you, because they have ulterior motives here. It is out of their own loneliness, and it is out of their own sadness. I'll tell you that. This friend isn't evil. This friend is really human. And they got a lot of heartaches, and they got a lot of baggage. You know, I'm not saying you got to feel sorry for them and it's okay and you can put up with this crap. That's entirely up to you. I'm just saying this is what the cards are telling me, and this is the energy coming forward. They're not a horrible person, but they got a whole lot of shadow work to do. A whole lot of shadow work, this friend. And I keep feeling like this King of Pentacles is the weirdest feeling, guys. I just feel like he's a footnote in this read. He's a drop in the bucket. He really doesn't have a big place in anybody's story. He's so casual. He's just kind of come and go, but he stirs a lot of shit in the short time that he shows up. He brings out the worst in somebody. You know, he brings out a whole lot of bad things and has the potential to break up a friendship here because somebody is allowing it. They're allowing their insecurities, their fears, their desires, their loneliness to take over and rule over their better judgment and do things that could hurt a friend. To do things that could hurt a friend is weird. It's like that person is stuck in 8 of Swords. They're stuck in that mind trap. They're stuck in that needing love, looking for love, trying to force love in any relationship that they think might have the potential. Whereas I think you've learned lessons. I think you've had enough heartbreaks or certain kind of heartbreaks where you've had to sort of step back and be like, okay, what is it I'm really looking for in a partner? Like, you've learned your lessons, you're honing your skills, and you're okay with sitting back and slowly getting to know someone to figure out sort of where they're at and if it's worth your time and investing in them. Like, you got a great approach to finding the right partner. You absolutely do. I think your friend could use some of your perspective here, because your friend's really lost in the 8 of Swords. They see everybody in this kind of like white knight, forever going to be that spouse, going to be somebody they're going to settle down with, and they try and like just make it fit in their minds. They try and make it fit that picture that they're looking for. Anybody new who shows up, you will have, like, until your friend kind of deals with their shit, you might have issues with new loves that come forward or new romances that start up in your life. This might be a bit of a common thread with this person until maybe they have a person or they found that partner. I got to tell you, I did ask my guides about that friend's future, sort of romantically, where that was at. It's a long journey for that person, and they're going to have more heartaches until, like you've done, they do the learning and they do the shadow work and they find their own self-worth and they find an okay with being independent and alone and taking time and being picky. So they're going to have a lot more heartaches. Their journey in getting to where you are is a long one. Is going to be a long one. I don't see that they've even really started yet, because it takes that awareness, right? And you guys have found that awareness. Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Yeah, that Page of Swords, I'm sorry, that is your friend's energy. Whoever this friend is, that's sort of kind of sneaky, kind of backstabby, kind of, like I said, it's like they see this person, they think, oh, this is the one, this is my chance of happiness. They're good looking, they have all these great qualities, but what they don't realize, that person doesn't want commitment, right? Because they're not taking the time to find that out. They're not doing things the right way. They're trying to force things. They're putting themselves in a place where they're going to wind up with not just another heartbreak romantically, but a heartbreak in hurting a friend and losing a friendship. You know, they're making some pretty poor choices here. And I gotta tell you, like, this new person that comes along, I do have the Knight of Wands, which is sometimes player energy. Maybe they're a little of a player. Like I said, this person is just casual. They're casual. They don't want a serious relationship. That doesn't necessarily mean this person's a player. You know, if they have multiple partners going on, they're constantly lying to people and playing games, then they are most definitely a player. But they are a lower vibrational energy. They're looking to sort of have fun at this point in their life. They're looking to maybe just date. Like I said, just date casually. They don't want commitment. They don't want marriage. They don't want babies, whoever this person is. And it's something that, with the way that you go about sort of relationships and getting to know people when it comes to romance, you'll find it out before you ever get your heart really involved. And it won't affect you in stepping away. You're like this Empress energy. You're comfortable and you're confident in your own skin. You know the right person will come along when they're meant to. You trust in the fact that you have good judgment and you've learned your lessons. And if somebody comes along like this, you'll be able to discern what they're all about by just taking your time to get to know them. Like I don't see heartbreak in the Queen of Swords. I don't see heartbreak in the Empress. These cards reflect your energy and having done your healing and learning your lesson and evolving and growing. And I gotta tell you, I don't see tears in this for you. Because I don't feel like you invest your heart. I just feel like you take your time to get to know anybody. It's not a big tragic tower. What will affect you and what will hurt your feelings is this friend. And this friend's behavior. This is what's going to bother you, not this King of Pentacles. This is somebody new, and they'll either step up and be the right person, or they'll show you that they're not, and that's just fine, and you'll walk away from it. But this friendship, this is what's going to bother you. This is the real warning that's coming through in the cards. That this friend is looking to do things behind your back and be dishonest to try and obtain this for themselves. Something that is just going to end in a bloody tower for them. Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you, no matter what happens between you and this King of Pentacles that comes forward, this energy, whether you date casually, whether it's something you start as a friendship and never really entertain romantically, regardless of anything that happens with you and that person, your friend is making a play for that person. That's what I see in the cards. Your friend is going to make sure that there is some sort of romantic involvement between them and this King of Pentacles that comes up. Whether you are speaking to this King of Pentacles at the time and forming any kind of an anything or not. Even if you stepped away from that and you were like, man, that dude's a player, or that dude is, they're not looking for nothing. They're not looking for nothing. They're just looking for a casual whatever. Your friend has made up their mind, and your friend is like a dog with a bone here, and they're going after that person. This is another heartache for this person. I gotta tell you, we all come together for a reason. We all come together to learn lessons. I keep feeling like this isn't a lesson for you because you've learned so many, and you got a really good handle on things. I don't feel like it's a lesson for whoever this King of Pentacles is, because he's just kind of doing his thing. And I gotta tell you, he really doesn't matter a whole lot, is what my guides are saying. He's neither here nor there to you. This is a lesson for your friend. This is the universe bringing about a situation in which your friend can do some learning and some growing. And they're having the opportunity to sort of use you as an example and start to do some of that work themselves. The hope is that they do it before or in a way that does not affect the friendship with you. I don't necessarily feel like that's going to be the case. I feel like there is potential to very much harm the friendship that the two of you have, because this person is, like I said, they got baggage. Your friend got some baggage, big time. The Magician. Yeah, like they are just going to try and force this into a relationship. Like I said, whether you step away from this King of Pentacles and decide that's not a thing and it happens after that, or they actively try to drive a wedge in between you and this new person and stick themselves in between. I don't know exactly how it's going to go, but they have decided that they are going to force a relationship with this King of Pentacles, and they will have their heart broken. Because that person, your friend, is actively seeking happily ever after. And like I said, that King of Pentacles just couldn't care less. They're very casual, very casual. Yeah, I see your friend's energy more in this Queen of Wands. Dressing provocatively, acting really flirty when this person's around, trying to give you advice like, did you see the way they were looking at me? Or I think I caught them checking somebody else out. or, you know, whatever your friend is going to say is basically going to be to try and get you to leave whoever that King of Pentacles is. It's to drive a wedge. It is to drive a wedge so that they can put themselves really in your place with that person. But I keep feeling like you ain't going to want that person anyways. But this person is, this Queen of Wands, your friend, is willing to risk a friendship for all of this, which is really quite sad. Really quite sad that they would give up on a friendship thinking they can chase this. The Ace of Swords and the High Priestess. Yeah, because you're like this High Priestess too. I get your energy off the High Priestess, she who knows. And it's because the way that you move through the world and you get to know people. You're just going to know this King of Pentacles is not marriage material. This is not somebody who's going to invest their heart or open up or be vulnerable or any of those things when you're looking for like a forever partner. That's not who this person is. And it's like your friend chasing this person down or trying to drive a wedge and actually driving a wedge and putting themselves in your place. I just see you sitting back going like, well, you're going to find out. You're going to find out. You don't want to take my word for it. Okay, you can find out yourself. You're going to get your heart broken. Because I think they are. I think your friend is like destined to have their heart broken by whoever this person is. It's meant to teach them a lesson. It's meant to help them evolve and grow. And I don't know if they're going to do it though. I don't know if they're going to do it. But that's really sad. Because I feel like it's very much going to affect the friendship between the two of you. You're somebody who's very loyal. And you're somebody who values loyalty and honesty. And I like their behavior is obviously the opposite of that. When they go about doing all of this, I don't know, guys. Like I said, I don't see happiness coming here. I don't see happily ever after for anybody with this King of Pentacles, because he ain't doing it with anybody. He doesn't want happily ever after. As he's got a different idea of 10 of Cups than everybody else has, which is fine. That's just the way he wants to live his life. But I feel like your friends need to sort of find her own or his own 10 of Cups is what really drives the wedge in between a friendship here. And this might be a friendship coming to an end. This might be a friendship coming to an end. Because even in the Four of Pentacles, I see your energy and I see a holding back. I see a holding back, like I can't trust this person who I thought was my friend. Like they got ulterior motives. They're looking to get into my relationships. They're looking to try and take my person away, whoever my person is, whether it's somebody I'm going to spend my life with or somebody I'm casually getting to know. I can't trust that they're not going to try and get in there and ruin it. I don't want that in my life. I see a protective energy in the Four of Pentacles. I am protecting my energy. I'm protecting my bubble, and I'm going to protect the life that I'm trying to build by not allowing destructive energies in. Which is really sad. Like I said, it's really sad, guys, because I don't feel like your friend is an evil person. I don't. I always tell you guys what I feel in the cards and behind somebody's energy. Your friend's got some serious baggage. Some serious baggage, some serious hurts, a lot of loneliness. And they very much want to fall in love and have that happily ever after story. But because they are so desperate to create it, they keep putting themselves in situations with the wrong person. Instead of taking the approach that you are. Because as I reach out to your energy, I feel like, okay, this piece of your life. Is this piece of your life going to come? Is this something you got to worry about? And I keep feeling you don't have to worry. With the approach that you're taking, it's inevitable that you meet the right person, and you will know when you meet the right person. So I keep feeling like there's no worry there. There's no worry. The right person will come when they come. And as long as you're open to meeting new people, there'll be an openness and a space for that person to step forward, and you'll be able to tell that they're the one. This friend, though, I don't know. I wouldn't want this person around. Like I said, I don't think they're a horrible person, but their view of things is so skewed right now, and they're allowing all their baggage to kind of take over and have a negative impact on how they are in other people's lives, including yours. They kind of become a bit of a destructive force. I think this is meant to teach this person a lesson. I don't know whether they're going to learn it or not. I'll be honest with you. I don't see it in the cards one way or another, like a switch flipping. I don't see making amends. I don't see apologizing. I don't see somebody ascending. I just keep feeling all of those overwhelming feelings that they have. the loneliness, the fear of never finding someone, the longing for love, the longing for the Ten of Cups. It's just really, really overwhelming. So this might be a very long journey for this friend of yours to get to the point where you're at. I don't know, guys. I don't know if you're supposed to give them advice or what the purpose is, but this is the message that needed to come forward. Maybe it was just to give you the heads up and the warning about what's going on here, and just acknowledge where it's coming from and that it has nothing to do with you, and to not worry about whoever this King of Pentacles is, because like I got told, drop in the bucket, drop in the bucket. He don't really matter. He's not anybody's forever, but I think he's the trigger that's supposed to teach your friend a lesson. Alrighty, everyone. Have a great day.